You okay, Coach?
Wright's been on my case.
Could it have something to do with those texts that you sent, Coach Handsome?
Yeah, I sent a few innocent texts, so what? He's making a big deal about nothing.
Told ya.
I wouldn't be so smug if I were you. I heard some people talking about your blog today. It's just a matter of time before you catch some heat for trashing your students.
I doubt it.
Roger, do you really think a parent or student won't stumble across your blog eventually?
I'm not saying anything that the parents don't already know. My students don't read anything longer than a tweet. And if they did, their lips would get tired before they got to the insulting part.
Trevor? So there's something to be said about being uncool and less friendly. I talked to Principal Wright about my problem. He was pretty understanding about it, actually. I'm just glad he found out from me before he found out from the student's mother. Or the police. Anyway, he said I should have 2 separate accounts. One for my personal life and one for my students, and that I should never, ever friend my students on my personal account. Amen to that.
What happened to Cassie happens a lot with young teachers. I'm just glad that she was mature and responsible enough to come forward when things got out of hand. And I clearly need to give the teachers a refresher on district policies about texting. The focus of today's ethics review is maintaining boundaries while using social media. So without any further ado, if you would, please.
There's an old saying that there are no secrets in a small town. And that's especially true when it comes to teachers. A casual communication between teacher and student gets discovered and passed along to others. Soon, the whole town is in the know. Before long, a lurid tale of your behavior is finding its way into newsrooms. Until one day you discover you've become the subject of a sensational front-page story. Talk about getting caught with your pants down. Once that kind of story gets going, it moves at the speed of gossip. Don't let this humiliating and career-ending experience happen to you. Remember, there are eyes everywhere. Be friendly, but not a friend to your students. Never write or say anything that could come back to haunt you. And keep your personal life private.
So, there you have it. The more things change, the more they remain the same. Handwritten notes and party line telephones have been replaced by texts and social media, which allow people to snoop into your business, and anyone can post sensational news reports and photos about your behavior, causing major embarrassment. So what do? You follow a few simple rules. Keep your social media and blog private with secure settings. Have a separate account for students, and don't friend students on your personal page. Don't say anything that you wouldn't want tweeted around the world. And don't reveal any information about your students that would violate the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. Remain strictly professional when communicating directly to students through text and social media. Tone can be misconstrued if you're not careful. Any questions? Well, that concludes our session for this week. In the meantime, watch those texts and tweets. You wouldn't want to get caught with your pants down, virtually speaking. Yeah. Thank you.